what was the one thing that made you pull the trigger and say, I'm selling my home, you had a beautiful home in New York, you had it for many, many years, to say, I'm selling, I'm not just moving there, but I'm selling. We're in New York, you were in a situation where you probably didn't have to sell your home. Right. You made a decision, I'm selling, I'm cutting the cord, I'm doing this. What was the deciding factor? What was the tipping point?
The tipping point was when my little girl got into the school in Singapore. We wanted her to get into it. We couldn't say to them, oh, we'll be back next year. Mm-hmm. It's not that kind of school. Right. You know, what we do for our children. That was a tipping point, a major tipping point. Well, I could see that, listen, I could see that housing was a gigantic problem developing. I could see that the financial community was a horrible, horrible, not accident, a horrible disaster waiting to happen. I could see what was coming. I'm not too smart, but I'm smart enough to see that. And we wanted our kids to grow up in Asia, because Asia's the wave of the future. They're still Americans. We're all still Americans. We come here. We spend a lot of time here. We love America, etc. Mm-hmm. But the future is Asia. Just as 100 years ago, the future was America. I mean, if in 1807, if I'd been smart, I probably would have moved to London. In 1907, if I'd been smart, I would have moved to America. And 2007, I hope I'm doing the right thing by taking my children, who were born in 2003 and 2008, I'm taking them to Asia.
Being born in Singapore, your youngest daughter, so is she a citizen of Singapore by virtue of being born there?
No, in Singapore, it's not like America. America, if you're born here, you're a citizen. Right. In Singapore, it's not that easy. Okay. I tell you, they only want good people. They want to make sure that this little girl is smart.
So you have some tests to go through as well.
Okay.
So you get residency, and that's about it.
We have permanent residence. Okay. We are citizens of the U.S.
Okay, very interesting. And I just want to point out to my viewers that when you sold in New York, the New York housing market was still very strong. It had not cracked yet. You may have seen that it was going to crack, but it hadn't yet. So to make that decision, I mean, you really felt confident, and as so many times that we've talked to you before, what you expected to see happen, unfortunately, has happened.
Well, sometimes I get it right, Mary. Even I get it right every once in a while.